everybody, it's Jenny Brandon, and I am back with a brand new work in progress. And in this one, I'm going to start by telling you about a brand new project that I've just begun working on. And I'm very excited to announce that I will be writing a new clarinet concerto for Jeremy Reynolds to play during the 50th anniversary of the International Clarinet Association that's going to be taking place in Denver, Colorado next summer, in the summer of 2023. And so I'm really excited about this project. We had talked over the summer, Jeremy and I had talked actually during the International Double Reed Society Conference, because he was playing in the orchestra that was playing for that festival. And he and I had had a conversation about what it would look like to write a brand new work for Clarinet Fest for this big 50th anniversary celebration. And so we began to talk and we got really excited about the process of this idea of writing a new clarinet concerto. And here we are. And I have begun working on the piano score for this. And so I just thought I'd walk you through a little bit of my process of how I'm going to approach this brand new piece. So with any new piece that I'm writing, I get really excited about the idea of doing research, right? Depending on what the story is that I'm going to tell and depending on how I want to tell it, I like to dig into the research about the piece and the research about the story and, all of the things that go on with making a brand new piece. And so I'll give you a little more of an update on what the piece is going to be about, but I thought I would just tell you about my process and what I do. And so if you've watched any of my work in progress vlogs before, you've seen that I really enjoy digging in to the piece even before I begin to write notes. And I do this by what I do called my colored pencil sketches, right? And so I actually sit with my research, my notes, pictures, drawings, whatever else has come up while I've been researching the piece and begin to put together a colored pencil sketch. Now, what's a colored pencil sketch? For me, it works as a roadmap to help me and to guide me through the piece. And so I will sit down and start to sketch out things with colors, motives, story ideas, gestures that I know are going to come back throughout the piece. And I'll choose particular colors from using the colored pencils, and I'll play with, drawing gestures. I am not an artist, but I enjoy drawing, maybe various pictures or things like that that make me get that feeling of that idea or that story I want to tell. And so I have here behind me some of my colored pencil sketches that I've started. I've just started kind of going through the first half of the piece or so. And so you can kind of see here, hopefully the lighting's okay, that I get some colored pencil sketches. Like I'm basically taking, this idea of colors, right? So I've got these colors, I've got wavy kind of colors for like constant motion. I've got kind of these jagged purple lines here indicating this more angular movement in this piece. And so this is just sort of the first part. I've got the intro and then the beginning of the first section here. But what it really helps me do is to outline and come up with the idea of how I'm going to write the piece. And so as a roadmap, I might begin on this trip, on this map, but I may eventually move my way somewhere else. So the roadmap may become very fluid throughout the process. It may be where I start, but it may not be where I finish. And now, for me, in a piece like this, that's a large work, right, for orchestra and a concerto, there's a lot to think about. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of moving pieces, people, all of that. And most importantly is the concerto soloist, the clarinetist, which will be Jeremy Reynolds, and really thinking about not burying his sound in the ensemble, right? So all of that comes into play when I'm thinking about planning out a new piece. I take into account what the piece is about, who the piece is for, what's the instrumentation, and what am I trying to get across. So I think a lot about this. So this starts to play into this map, this colored pencil sketch that I've got here. And it's really important because with a concerto, you want the soloist to shine, but you also want the other parts to be really interesting and exciting. And for me, it's not just about supporting the soloist, of course, that is part of it, but it's also about letting the colors of this ensemble really shine through and really help to tell this story. So There's a little sneak peek into some of my process. I'm going to do these little short work in progresses as I go through writing this piece. I thought it would be fun to keep up kind of in real time as to what I'm doing. So stay tuned for the next one. I'll start to tell you more about the storyline, more about the process I'm going through, and give you some little sneak peeks as we go. So again, I'm Jenny Brandon, and this is my vlog work in progress. And I'm so glad that you'll join me on a weekly basis to hear about what I'm up to. And you can always visit me at my website, which is www.jenny, that's with an I, jennybrandon.com. So I look forward to chatting with you all soon. Bye.